Captain Cummins, beauty. Travis Head has put England's winning hopes to bed. Welcome to episode number 2 of the Imperfect Professionals Podcast. I am the host, Cam Harris, and alongside me, I was footy over and sports up to talk some cricket. Today, gentlemen,
G'day, how are we all?
good. Sports up, how are you?
G'day, mate. Yeah, pretty good to see Travis Head's
Now-
great innings. He's put the selectors to shame.
Not too shame, he's backed them up. How good.
I mean,
Yeah, well, we'll get into the Ashes talk in literally 1 minute. But before we do that, we're going to go to Cam's Pain. So if you don't know what this segment is, here is a little explanation. Cam's Pain, Cam's Campaign. On this channel that you're watching right now, the Imperfect Professionals, our aim by the end of the year is to get this channel to 50 subscribers. Yes, on this channel that you're watching right now. Can we get there? We want that sub count to go up just like that, but all the way to 50 by the end of the year. And if we could get even more than 50 by the end of the year, that would be awesome. But 50 subscribers by the end of the year. So, yeah, that is Cam's Pain. Now, yeah, we're trying to get to 50 by the end of the year. As you can see, we're on 28 subscribers. 28.
So, how many more weeks? We've got about 3 weeks left.
Yeah.
Until...
We'll get there. It's going to be a bit of a struggle, I've realised.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah,
but, if you guys can do us a bit of a favour, tell your mates. If you know someone...
Yeah, tell your mates.
Yeah, so... Yeah, this is the first one streamed. Ep 2, Ep 1 wasn't a live stream, but from now on, we're going to live stream them. So make sure you send your chats through live, and we can react to them. So, g'day, everyone. Hope you all are going well. But, yeah, 50 by the end of the year. Hopefully, we can get there, but that's my segment done. Now, Ashes. Wow. As I said in the intro, we'll firstly get into the bowling. Day 1, the first test of 5 in the Ashes.
Yeah, how good. Yeah, so, number 1. If you can tell me a better way to start an innings than bowling your worst enemy out in the first ball, I will accept any. Mitchell Starc. Last year started it with the second ball of the summer. This year with the first. Next year he'll be man-catting someone to be it.
Can we just say that?
What?
Can we first ball of the bloody Ashes, and he just goes, see you later, Rory Burns. Goodbye.
It's an unbelievable I don't know.
A lot of people say Shane Warne. A lot of people have said Shane Warne. A lot of people have said that it wasn't a great delivery. I think it was a smart delivery to bowl it round his.
Yeah.
It doesn't say on the scorecard how it was bowled. You can bowl if you bowl a full toss that hits the wickets, it's a wicket.
Plus, I reckon, first ball, you just got to bowl it full and straight.
Aha, Just Cause says I'm watching the Strikers game. Well, so are we. So mine and Footy Lovers teams are both playing. So what about the commitment?
As we are recording.
So how are the Strikers and the Renegades going, Sportsmate? Score update, please.
4.2. Weatherwood's out for 11 bowls.
That is a pretty good strike at start. Obviously, the Strikers lost to the, what are they called? The Renegades.
The Renegades.
On Tuesday by 2 runs. So, if you haven't worked out already, I go for the Strikers. Footy Lover, you go for?
The Renegades. And this is where the best of the week starts.
Wow.
Little bit, yeah. But while we're on it, the best of the week, we're here, and
are we?
We are now.
Okay, that wasn't in the run sheet.
No, but while we're on it, best of the week.
Here we go.
The best 6. The Big Bashers started, so the best 6 was if so.
So, Footy Lover, you weren't supposed to go there. We're supposed to hold off on best of the week, but he's gone in early. What is your sixth and your wicket of the week?
So, we've practically touched on both, which is terrific. That's why I sort of went, we'll go now. Wicket of the week, Mitchell Starc. As I said, his was good. His was very, very good.
Are you saying
and that is why it's the best wicket of the week.
I was going to say, what's your six?
Six. If you can come out in your first Big Bash game and hit a six off your first ball, credit to you. And that's exactly what James Seymour did. So he has got best of the week for the best six of the week.
Not Philippine. Interesting.
Not Philippine, because...
Not Philippine.
Which, I was looking at both, and I'm like, right. Philippines was amazing, right? Yeah. But the other one just sort of had more of a thing to it, because they were probably...
Yeah, more of a thing to it, very descriptive, wasn't it?
More of a... Like, it's more substantial.
R1F2 says, maybe our predictions, please. What do you mean there? For tonight, the whole season? We need a bit of a...
We might do that a little bit later, I reckon.
But, probably the... I'll go for the strikers, but... Running, I mean, we started off good.
Now the strikers.
Anyway, catch of the week. I mean, it's not a thing, but James...
But it is now.
Catch of the week, Fraser McGurk.
Fraser McGurk. How good was that? It came off the bat. It sounded terrific. But the big wall himself, Fraser McGurk, nothing was going to get past him. The leap, the catch, the finish. It was terrific. And that is why he has got catch of the week. Now, next one. We didn't do it last week, but it's overstep of the week.
Overstep of the week. This is... we didn't do it last week. Wicket and six. We're doing catch. But overstep of the week now. There were a few from one particular person. Not a lot were actually caught and done as a no ball, but there were a couple which were called overstep.
Yeah.
Your overstep of the week.
Okay, so over the step of the week was Ben Stokes. He'd got Warner. He had been the absolute hero for England. Oh, wait a minute. No, he hadn't. Because he had gone at least nearly a metre over the line. Talk about pushing the boundaries.
Sixth time in his test career. And every time he's gone on to make a century or was already on a century, example of that would be Pakistan. I think he got... out on a no ball when he was on 200 and made 300 on. So every time he's made a century or was already on a century. And he could have had another century today, but he got out on 94. It wasn't a great shot. Off the back, he said, oh no, he knew.
Yeah, so one of the best ones of these, I've gone back and I've looked through every single time he got dismissed like this. India versus Australia. He got out 99. And they all go past him, they're going, yes, yes, yes. They go to DRS, and when he comes back, he's going, yes, 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 straight back at him. I'm not going to repeat what the Indians said, but I'm pretty sure you could imagine. A couple of choice words. He goes on to make a century. Unfortunately, that wasn't the way he went today. But, But someone that didn't make a century, which Sportsnut called, so...
We'll get onto that in a minute. Little teaser for you out there watching, the six people. Thank you, one and all. But yes, David Warner. So, another notable one. 99, Tom Curran. Was it his debut? I believe it was his debut.
Yeah, his first ever Ashes.
His first ever Ashes, and he overstepped. And then I think the next bowl, Warner said, I'll just make a century. But unfortunately, Head couldn't get the century. But one man who did was Travis Head, who, as I said in the intro, put England's winning chances most likely to bed. It was a good final innings. Like, in the end, Australia made 343. We were, like, down and out. Like, when we lost 2 wickets in a row, as James Fell has said, thoughts on the Cam Green leave, it reminded me of a bit of Glenn Maxwell leave about it. He tried, not as bad, no. He tried to do the minus, just leave it, but he just didn't measure it. But yeah, those 2 wickets, so David Warner and then the next ball, Green, we were in a bit of strike.
He literally went, no run, and then he was gone.
And then he was gone.
He literally made no run.
Listen to this now. So go back to the pavilion. In the end, yeah, we made 343 because Travis Head made a 112 off just 95 balls. Can someone tell him it was a test game?
He never looked
Batting to the Adelaide
comfortable at school
Strikers.
either. I mean,
He never looked comfortable at school.
he never looked comfortable at the start.
Can we just...
He was quite fidgety in English class. He was twiddling his thumbs in maths, and then he went on to make a test century at the Gabba. Not bad.
Yeah, Trav Head striking at 117. Wow. Yes, indeed. Now, Brad says, has Sportsnut done the dare? So let's get on to that. The call of the Ashes. Well, look at this. Oh, little banner. How good are we? Technology. Absolute great graphics. Better than Fox Cricket's graphics, aren't they? Anyway, yeah, so if you didn't tune in, if you didn't tune in to last week's episode, which was pre-recorded, by the way, Sportsnut, what did you say? You had to make your call of the Ashes. What was that call of the Ashes?
Smith to make it done.
So, yeah, he said Stephen Smith to make a century, and if that didn't happen, he would do a punishment. So, as we all know, he got out for just 12, meaning that Sportsnut has to do a punishment. Now, we did say it would be today, but we're going to hold on to it. We're going to hold on to it in a couple of weeks, and we'll upload it as a separate video. But what you'll hear tonight, lads, is the big announcement.
Oh, here we go.
Of who won. Firstly, who won and what was their punishment. Sportsnut, you reveal.
Now? Or?
Yep, now. Go.
Alright.
Drum roll, please.
I think this person's in chat who's won it. But we've looked through them and we thought Just Causes was just too, we're not going to do that. Graz's, Lenny and James's, that was good, but a bit too over-exaggerating, and Graz's was the best one there. So we've gone with Graz's, which is, we won't do it exactly to the 24 hours, doing what Cam and FL says, but we'll do,
So we could just make you do all the other punishments, like we could make you do the Lenny and No, we won't. But yeah, that'll be a separate video, which will be out in a couple of weeks, where we basically control Sportsnut for 24 hours. We make him do what he likes.
It won't be 24 hours.
Well, it'll be 24 hours. Well, that's what the title will say. But it'll be like, we'll do like most of the day. Obviously not 24 hours. But, it'd be a bit weird of a title saying, most of the day, but not the full 24 hours, wouldn't it? Anyway, James FL, Fox Cricket's graphics are SHIT. Well, we're
probably going to get more.
They suit Big Bash, but for an Ashes series, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking. They sort of suit the Big Bash. But
today I was looking.
It doesn't suit the Ashes, I don't reckon.
Today I was looking.
That green of Australia, blue of England.
Yeah. Today I was looking, and I'm like, it would actually look all right if they maybe changed a couple of the colours around, so like you said, so then you had the blue of England and the green of Australia, because it actually looked pretty unique, and it shows something a bit different, and it also makes it hard for us to copy for our live streams, so...
Yeah.
Yep, so, I have a question for chat. So we've talked...
Chat, get ready.
For chat and for the comments, if you're watching it after, keep active. Talk in the comments, we'll reply. Because we've got nothing better to do. No, just joking.
Live update, Sportsnut. What are the strikers on?
2 for 66 after 6.5 overs.
Back to you, Goody Over.
And anyway, so we've talked about Mitchell.
Not the call of the Ashes anymore.
We've talked about Mitchell Stark's ball, right? Now, we all know he bowls thunderbolts. Now, it's time for you guys in chat to decide which out of the three of us would you most like to see face an over from the great Mitchell Stark.
Just to confirm, this won't actually be happening.
It could. Mitchell Stark, are you watching?
Oh, Starky,
Which you're not, but...
Yeah, I'm not.
Imagine he just writes in chat with a verified tick. G'day, boys.
Very funny.
Sports Nut.
Yes, well...
Lenny and James footy cards want Sports Nut.
Sports
Yeah,
Nut,
sure, mate.
Cam Harrison. Shannon Humphries want Cam.
Shannon Humphries wants me. I mean... Well, I would definitely...
We know Sports Nut is a class cricketer, don't we?
Yeah, we know Sports Nut's really making those tons.
Matt made the academy or something, didn't you? And
my highest score in cricket's 29, not out.
Oh, well, mine's 42. Boo-hoo. Anyway,
and
so...
FL's
is 7?
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Well, okay, anyway,
No, I haven't improved it yet, but...
You see, I'm a wicket keeper, so... I don't... Well,
and I'm a blocker, so...
Oh. Not now.
I'm a slogger.
Yeah, well...
Anyway, now it's going to be time for the next segment that we're going to do. And that next segment is Topic of the Week. So what is the topic of the week this week? I'm sure that is the whole question that everyone is going to be thinking on their minds. What have we dished up as our topic of the week? Well, the toss. The all-important toss in a cricket game. Obviously, England did win. Joe Root, he elected to bat. Was this the right decision? Sportsman?
Yes, I think it was. Do I give reasons? Because I'd have a few.
Give reasons, and then the NFL will defend those reasons.
Yeah, okay. I reckon they should have batted first because...
It was a green wicket. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, just let me go, and then you say whatever
There's more than one way to cook 2-minute noodles.
Anyway, so I reckon there's only... Well, in a test match, unless it's really, really green, maybe pitch in India or something like that, you're always going to bat first because, as we know, 5 days, it's only going to get worse and worse, the pitch.
Yeah.
So I reckon you've got to bat first. It's just going to get worse and worse.
Footy over?
And yeah.
I don't know.
I would have bowled, but I'll quickly say, obviously we heard Pat Cummins say that he would have batted. Now,
the Australian way.
For England's sake, they probably needed to bowl first, but I wouldn't mind. Like, if I was England, I would bowl, but if I was Australia, yeah, I'd bat, because we have different batters, they have different bowlers. I think if Australia won the toss and batted first, we would have made a good score anyways. Different batters, different bowlers, but for England's sake, they should have bowled, I reckon.
Yeah,
but then they just made a worse score in the second innings.
But
anyway.
It did us a bit of a favour.
Yeah, but thing is we've got Marcus Harris. He hasn't opened for Australia for a little bit. So, do you back him on a green wicket? Davey Warner, of course. Like, it wasn't that much less green today. Like,
Harris only made 3. So.
Yeah.
But
play him in
not
Adelaide.
bad.
But then again, he's a Victorian, so
bad,
do you play him for the
he's
Boxing
played
Day?
17 balls. So.
Yeah, that's not bad. He kept them out, and then Marnus came out. He didn't expose Marnus at all.
Oh, Marnus.
Well, Marnus nearly got out.
It was a good 74. It was a very good 74.
But he nearly didn't even make one.
Oh, look what Graz said in chat.
What is that? What does the big resonator said? Sports not doing my dare. Surely
he
is going to be
revealed.
Yeah, he's doing yours.
He's doing yours. Did you not hear the big announcement? That is what's happening. Yeah. So, love a shame. It was a good 74.
But silly way to get out.
Silly way to get out. Trying to attack Leach. And then Smith, 12 off 19. He come out, blocked one ball, and then said, see you later. No respect for Jack Leach. Hit him for 4. Now, people are saying that maybe affected Stephen Smith's rhythm because he likes to sort of work his way into the crease. He just targeted Leach. Was that a factor?
Potentially, but I don't know because I didn't see it because I was at school. But
Well, I watched it.
so I can't really
good for
comment.
me. Yeah, well, yeah, so, and then obviously Travis Head come out after Stephen Smith, and, yeah.
Made hay off a green wicket.
And Graz is excited. Oh, he's doing mine, woohoo. Well, indeed. And yeah, and then,
Just a
after
quick...
that? Cameron Green, he got his first ball.
No right.
We don't talk about that. Not now. Oh, yep, now back to the pavilion. Alex Carey, he made a 12. I thought him and Head was going to be the partnership, but it was Head and Cummins. He only made 12, Cummins, but it was a good partnership.
But he stayed out there.
Head. He stayed out there. 27 balls, but it was a big partnership because Head faced probably most of that partnership's
and then Stark's going pretty good at the moment.
Stark,
he hasn't
10
gave
off
away
24. Now, there were talks about declaring. Should have they declared when that... Obviously, I was thinking maybe declare after Head makes his century, declare, and then just rip in 3 or 4 overs to England's openers to get maybe a wicket. But I don't mind how they've batted out today, which is probably the right thing. Yeah. What do you make on that?
What with?
I don't know. Are you listening?
Yes, yeah. Oh, well, sorry, you dropped out a little bit.
Anyway, I don't know, actually. But, yeah. Cummins, yeah. Stark, obviously. So, yeah, declaring. So, talks about declares, but...
Oh, yeah, declaring.
Where I was actually...
Yeah, we bat till lunch tomorrow. We bat till lunch tomorrow and have a lead of hopefully 250 plus.
If we were batting first, I'd be trying to starve England of time, right? So let's say this is our second innings, I'd be starving you of time.
Yeah.
But in hopes of a result, tomorrow...
has put in a little chat. Cheers for chatting.
We declare it lunch or drink,
so
yeah, or tea, like morning tea.
It's only day 3 tomorrow. We've got 2 days to bowl England out. If we need to
and we bowled them out in one day, so...
Yeah, we'll put on the pads on day 5 if we need to chase 20 on.
If we have a lead of 250, who knows if they'll even get to 250, then we might win by an inning.
Now, R1F2.
Fun fact.
Stands up. Before we get to the fun fact, I know people are excited about Footy Lovers' fun facts, but I'll just read out R1F2's comment. Smith normally stands up and gets a big score when we need, but we are winning, he doesn't get a big score.
I agree with that. And Warner's completely the opposite.
Well, it's good we have Marnus Labuschagne, isn't it? That's all I'm saying. It is good we have Marnus Labuschagne, as it's a bit of false information here. Someone said that Renegades are all out for 18. That's a Renegade.
Wouldn't surprise me.
But no, they're not.
Would not surprise me one bit, but no.
And we're going to get a classic thing here on tonight's episode 2 of the Imperfect Professionals Podcast, where Sportsnut gives us a score update on the cricket. What are the strikers at now, Sportsnutter?
2 for 81 after 8.5.
2 for 81.
Pretty good.
That is good.
That is, well, not for you. Oh, you got a couple of wickets. Wickets.
We were good at bowling last year, just out batting, but why aren't Aaron Finch and Sean Marsh playing?
Finch,
3 for 82 now.
Yeah.
Who went out?
And yes, the strikers
3 for 82 after 9.2. Harry Nielsen went out for 14.
Harry Nielsen.
The once South African wicketkeeper. Played one game for the Proteas.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
their wicketkeeper, Quinton de Kock wasn't feeling well, and their sub-keeper hadn't come over yet, so he was playing grade cricket, got the ring up, and went, hey, do you want to play for an opposition team?
Is he from South Africa?
Nope, he's from Australia, but he played one game.
And he played against the Aussies.
Yeah, Australia Ray. Which is now, I think he played as the wicketkeeper last year.
and he just played for
Just
South
search it up
Africa.
on YouTube and you'll find a
Just
video
one
about it.
Yeah.
That is.
Look up Proteair for a day if you want to watch it.
Pick Harry Nilsson out of anybody. That's
Because
my question.
I've got a feeling that we were touring at this point, and it would have been when Matthew Wade was. I think maybe he was the pick of the South Australian keepers at that point, and they're playing in South Australia.
Head and Carey are on international duties. Salt is not in the squad this year. We need a batter. Not a few batters. We have a few, but we need some better batters. Our keeping is going to let us down. Alex Carey is a great wicket keeper. We now have Harry Nilsson, who will take a bit of time getting used to Rashid Khan. Obviously, he probably keeps to him in the net. He did put a catch down to Rashid.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, he'd be so unique to keep to, too. Wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He spins it so differently. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
I'd like to see the big Cam Harrison keep to Rashid Khan.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the keeper, Rashid. If you want to
I know,
head down with the next one time, I'll be
Tell you who would be hard to keep to? Peter Hadsoglu. And hard to bat to, because the way he bowls.
Sean Tate.
Yeah, it would. Well done, Brad Haddon and whoever, many other.
Tim Payne. Who else?
Tim Payne would have.
Matthew Wade for a bit.
Peter Neville didn't get the chance. Neville.
Neville,
I thought you were saying Malinga kept to Sean Tate there for a minute.
Malinga, oh yeah. Right, new segment. The hardest person to keep to.
That is not a new segment.
No, just for tonight, but it's a bit of a thing.
James Arfels is Peter Neville. All right.
Peter Neville, was he in? Oh no.
What if 2 says, is it just me or does Labuschagne and Warner have this like connection where they can stay in for a while and get a few runs? It has been a good...
They're a yin to each other's yang, I reckon.
It's a good partnership between Labuschagne and Warner.
Yeah.
How many segments are there? As many as there will be.
Yeah, so one's...
Don't worry about it, mate.
One's left-handed, right, and tries to play attackingly. We all know how much, like, Labuschagne's right-handed and leaves a lot, but can play aggressive. If both of those guys are in their element, we can score a lot of runs.
Now,
like that day at the Adelaide Oval when he scored like 300 and something. He was with Labuschagne for a long time.
Alex Carey debuted. The South Australian, the Adelaide striker, the South Australian red backer. Debuted for Australia, and he only made 12 with the bat, but he was perfect with the gloves. Now, I know Nathan Lyon and Rashid Khan are 2 different spinners. You could say that, Lyon and Khan, but they're 2 very, very high quality spinners. Now, Alex Carey keeps to Rashid Khan very well. People were saying that, how will Carey go keeping to Lyon? If he can keep to Khan, I'm sure he'll be all right at keeping to Nathan Lyon. I know that he's a different spinner, but it is a spinner.
Yeah, well, because he's only kept in the short format, I wonder how he would go, because Nathan Lyon hits the cracks.
Yeah.
On like a day, so tomorrow, let's say tomorrow, day 3, there'll be a couple of cracks. He hits the cracks. It'll be different to Rashid, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's read the chat. The hardest bowler will be someone that can spin the ball and bowls the opposite way, you think?
Actually, I'll tell you who would be. Who's that? I think it's Gemma Barsby. Does she bowl with both hands?
Oh, yeah.
That would be difficult.
That's a WBBL player. Adelaide Strikers.
Paul Adams would be difficult.
Yeah.
So would Curtly Ambrose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Anyone that bowls short, too, because you have to be ready for it.
Yeah, you remember he was pissed off and then got Dean Jones out or something like that.
Yeah, he asked him to take off his wristbands because they were the same colour as the ball and then bowled extremely quick.
Fuming, yeah.
James AFL Plus says, I felt like Carey looked pretty composed, actually. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Disappointed he couldn't get a few more runs with the little piece of wood he had in his hand.
Well,
but
he played some very good drives. That was a pretty good 12.
Yeah, he opened his account, had like 8 dots, but then he opened his account for
But like
Dave
Travis said, he looked
Boundary.
very shaky at the start. But
Yeah, but how good was Head? Did
in
someone
my
tell him he
opinion,
was a
I
test
think
case?
last year Carey should have been in instead of Payne because but Payne was captain, so you
That's what
Yeah,
I wanted
you
to
can't
say.
drop
But
your
and
captain.
also it
can't
was
drop your captain.
Payne's
Oh,
keeping's probably better and more experienced.
And he's,
yeah, but batting, probably Carey.
Yeah, probably Carey.
Well, you could nearly, I was sort of thinking,
Yeah, I agree. James?
when they were talking last year about, we need to get Carey ready for test, could if we brought him in as a specialist batter, potentially batting in that number 5 spot?
Because he's a very
Remember
good
how
batter.
Wade and Head were both sort of out of...
Yeah.
Because he's a very good batter. Do not forget that, Alex Carey.
Very, very
He's very
good batsman. So could have we maybe tried to expose him to test bowling by bringing him in as a specialist batter? I know hindsight is a wonderful tool, but could have we?
Maybe.
could have.
Potentially? Yeah.
But
And
who
dropped
doesn't
Michael
get in there?
Nisa.
Oh, yeah.
Even then, like, just get him used to facing Stark, Cummins, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so,
James
ladies
AFL
and
Plus. Yeah, James AFL Plus in chat says Stephen Canelio, GWS, was dropped. Yeah, he was. But I think it's a bit different in cricket with your captain and that. Your captain does so much, like your coach can't be out there and that. It's a bit different.
Yeah.
But I do
It
get
is
the
a bit
point
different.
that you're making there.
Yeah, it is. And Phil Davis, he doesn't captain them anymore, but ex-captain, and now sometimes he can't get a game.
Carey can also be
R1
that person that gets like handy 30s and 40s and he can get them fast because he's used to
Yeah, well, cheers for all watching. Obviously, the first streamed episode, obviously episode 1 was pre-recorded, but all the others from now are going to be live streams. So thank you all for watching.
good.
Thank you for
even
listening. We had a
95
good
after 10.5 the strikers, just the last update.
pretty good. I'm going to watch it now. G'day, Adam.
G'day, TRA.
Bit
Wink
late,
now.
but anyway, we're going to end now, but that's okay.
Wink, oh my god,
Let's
please.
made it. Anyway, so yeah, at the end of day 2, England 147, Australia are 343 for 7. No, thank you R1F2. Don't thank us. Thank you.
Cheers
Thank
for-
you. Australia
thank you.
they lead
Here's to
by
joining in.
Australia lead by 196 runs at the end of day 2. 3 more thrilling days of cricket. Day 3 is the big day. You know who's going to win
Aussies.
and lose. Actually, you probably know who's going to win. But anyway, go the Australians.
Let's hope Lion hits some cracks tomorrow and makes it a bit exciting.
And hopefully we declare it maybe lunch or something with a 250.
Yeah, like I tell it, like we can bowl them out in a day. If we need to put on the pads day 5.
Tomorrow's Friday too, so how could it get any better? We're probably going to win. It's Friday. Get excited, ladies and gentlemen. The weekend is nearly here. Christmas is nearly here. The summer of cricket is well and truly here. And you're watching the Imperfect Professionals. How could it get any better?
Oh, it's brilliant. Obviously, subscribe. 50 subscribers. Remember that campaign little segment. Don't forget about that. We do these every Thursday night, same time, so don't worry. Don't worry at all. We do upload little videos in the week, like I uploaded something on the Tuesday. I uploaded Ash's prediction, a little clip from episode 1. So I might do a little clip of this episode depending on something that happened in the episode. So we'll do little videos like this. Little clips like that, as well as doing these live streams. Anyway, that'll do it. Subscribe and like up the stream, like up the podcast, like up the episode. Footy Lover, what do you got to say?
Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for being active in chat. You've made this very, very enjoyable for us.
Oh, Adam is a cricket fan. He originally wasn't, but apparently, ever since my mate took me to a cricket game, says real Adam, maybe he's a cricket fan. See ya. Learning James Footy Card. See you, everyone. We'll see you next Thursday. Same time, same channel, same place. Every moment counts here. We'll see you for episode 3 of the Imperfect Professionals Podcast.